Hey, welcome again to Life in the God Lane. I'm Tom West. This is my power verse for the day. Power verses for the day, two of them. And I call them, these are my Matthew classics. This is for December 20th, 2021. Hope you'll subscribe to this channel if you haven't. I put out a little power verse every day, or power verses, a main message of the week on Friday, kind of in the afternoon sometime on Friday. That'll be roughly a 20-minute message going through the Gospel of Mark right now on the main message of the week. And I'm doing some Matthew classics, and I'll jump at some other things from here every now and then. Hope you'll give me thumbs up, make comments, send this to someone who could be blessed by it. Help me get it out to as many people as I can. I want to teach the Bible to people. What I really would like to do is see our country develop a biblical worldview and know Jesus, most of all. Well, Jesus called Matthew, a hated tax collector, to follow him. And Matthew did follow him. In fact, he wrote the Gospel of Matthew, became an apostle. Matthew was a Jew, but he collected taxes for Rome to pay for ruling and oppressing his Jewish brothers and sisters. And so the Jews hated tax collectors like him. They considered them traitors. They despised tax collectors. So Jesus is having dinner with Matthew and his friends after he asked him to follow him, and he said, yeah, I will. The Pharisees see this, and they ask his disciples, why is Jesus eating with tax collectors and sinners, these vile folks? Why are they doing that? Jesus picks up on this, and here's his response in Matthew 9:12 and 13. On hearing this, Jesus said, it is not the healthy who need a doctor, but the sick. But go and learn what this means. I desire mercy, not sacrifice. For I have not come to call the righteous, but the sinner. The Pharisees figured they were squared away spiritually. Spiritual giants, all religious and had it all tied together. They were the healthy, the spiritual giants, while tax collectors and sinners were the sick. They were evil. They were sinners. The tax collectors and sinners like Matthew recognized their sin. They knew they needed help. They knew they were broken. Jesus wanted people who recognized that they were broken. He wanted people who needed and understood that they needed Dr. Jesus to help them get all fixed up. Jesus did not want the ceremony of the Pharisees' sacrifices. What he wanted was people who admitted that they were broken and needed his mercy. And they needed his mercy from him personally. Jesus did not come for the people who were religious and figured they were squared away. Jesus came for sinners who admitted they were broken and needed his help. The call for us today is to always be the sinner who needs to be fixed by Jesus. You know why that's the call? Because that's who we are. We just need to admit it. Never be the religious guy who has everything squared away, because you don't. You just don't. Always admit that you're a sinner in need of a Savior. I start my prayer out that way every time I pray. Lord, it's old Tom again. I'm a sinner in need of a Savior. I need your grace that's bigger than my sin. You always want to be broken so Jesus can keep fixing you. I'll see you tomorrow.